naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Through three. Oh, he hits the three.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is where it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Seth Curry to Lillard. The drive, right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Clark with it. Lead stands at 10. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Trailblazers take over. From the outside, no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Corner three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Pelicans so far. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Pelicans have the basketball. Clark matched up with Layman. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Ian Clark at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. First one, counted. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Clark with it. It's an 8-point lead. Solomon Hill here against Jake Layman. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Stanley Johnson. Short jumper stays out. It's Portland ball. Lillard. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. It's Lillard for 2. A fundamental shot right there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Julius Randle. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Screen coming left.
Jake Layman snatching it out of the air. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Lillard. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Here's Davis. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Almost, but no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Lillard to Harkless. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Payton with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. To Holiday. Davis. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's Cantor with the board. Portland has the ball. McCollum to Lillard. 4-3. And knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Oh, he couldn't get it to go. McCollum getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Payton into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Holiday. Down low for Davis. Good look that time, but off the mark.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chippy.
Lillard to McCollum. Screen coming. Curling inside. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. Payton with the basketball. His team up by 7. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. Drew Holiday, guarded by McCollum. Enes Kanter tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Lillard. Here comes the screen. Lillard to McCollum from long range. Jay, you had to figure sooner or later one of those threes was going to go down.
I don't know. I'm a little bit beside myself that he kept shooting the ball at that clip. I mean, when you miss that many shots in a row, you usually try to get to the rim, see the ball go in, then go inside out. But obviously, that's not the case.
To Julius Randle. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Dame rises. Shot by Lillard, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Knocks it down off the step back.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Julius Randle. Johnson. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To McCollum. Lillard to Cantor. Lillard gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout, Portland. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Driving is Lillard, but his shot won't fall. And it's Cantor. 3 for 6 now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself, when you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Lillard to McCollum. And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Fires the 3, and it's Randall there to take down the rebound. That's out. Last touch by Julius Randle. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's the Pelicans who come away with the victory. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pelicans will represent the West in the NBA Finals after today's landmark victory. After a season of adversity, it all comes down to one last playoff series, and I just know it's going to be incredible. The Trailblazers were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now. Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. Check out the leading scores for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.